Friday, and it's the first Friday of June. Hi, Marty. How are you today?
I am great. It's Friday. It is sunny here in central Indiana, and it is summertime.
That's right. I'm Lena Darnay from Keep Indiana Learning. This is my pal, Marty Hoofer. She and I are so excited to bring you First Friday this month, June. It's summer.
So,
What
Lena,
makes it feel like summer to you?
yes. So, what makes it feel like summer? I think I have two answers. One, getting to eat outside. I just love dining outside, but I don't like to be cold. So like trying it in the spring, not a fan. I want to be warm and comfortable. So dining outside, which I've already done a number of times this year. So that's my first. And the second is convertible rides. I have a convertible. And when I don't have to like put on a hat and a sweatshirt and jeans and all the things, when I can just like ride in the car, that's when it feels like summer.
And you have a really awesome convertible. Tell everybody what kind of convertible you have.
I have a silver C5 Corvette that I just love to drive and I love to ride in, and it is so much fun. So
that feels like a summer car. Definitely a summer car.
It is totally a summer car. It doesn't get much adventure in November and December and January. No.
Well, I think it's always summer when I paint my toenails. It's because I know I'm going to be wearing sandals more. I love my Birkenstocks and my flips and going to the pool. And so all winter long, when I'm covering those toes up with every layer of sock I can, I don't worry about it. But when I paint my toenails, I know summer's coming. It's warm enough to have bare feet. That's my favorite.
I love that answer. I am also a big fan of flip-flops. I can pretty much wear them as long as there is not snow on the ground. And I can't do snow and flip-flops. I have a friend who can, but that is not me.
So, no, yeah. And I grew up in Colorado where they would wear their Birkenstocks all year round, but I am a fair weather sandal fan. But we are here to talk about all the upcoming First Friday things. So Keep Indiana Learning is chock full of awesomeness in the summer. And Marty, why don't you kick us off with some of the things coming up here in June?
Absolutely. So as always, the way to stay in the loop is with our calendar that you can get to from our website right there at the top under the professional learning box. You'll open up the events calendar and it will take you to the events calendar where all the things are. And the great thing about the events calendar is when you click on the event, it takes you automatically to a description and a registration. So we make it as easy as possible to get registered for these events. So that events calendar right there on our homepage is great. I want to highlight this month our YouTube channel. We don't talk about it a lot. Cool. Yes. And this week, I think I added 7 new videos. That number could be slightly under. There's a new Amy and Joe show episode. They do all iOS things. And what I love about their videos is they include students and how, the students are showing you how to do these things.
Oh, so fun to watch.
Yes. Amy and Joe shows are awesome. Adam Hofer's Canvas 6 Small Tweaks for Big Impact.
These are amazing.
They are. They're really short videos with really high impact, really easy to implement things. And so I loved this series. I'm so excited to share that with teachers. There's also a new installment of Educator Barnes's interviews with Black Hoosiers.
So good. These are like living history makers right here in our state. Those are magic.
And this one is so awesome. This man, Mr. Wilburn, was named the Indiana Entrepreneur of the Year, and fascinating interview. So I wanted to highlight that one. So
for sure.
Lots of great stuff on our YouTube channel. So I just don't want it to get lost in all the other things.
And of course, we're always on YouTube with our First Fridays. So we live here too.
Yes, we also live here too. You are correct. So we do have events coming up in June that are free. Here they are. You can get to all of these from that events calendar that I was talking about earlier, or from the on-demand and live events button that you see on our homepage. But the STEM Leadership Series kicks off actually next week. So that's a great event. And the other event next week is geared toward our preschool and early childhood teachers again. So there's great live events, free live events, get that important word, free in there.
And digital, these are all virtual, right? All the ones you're talking about here?
Every one of these, all virtual, all will be available after the fact. They're all recorded. So if you can't join us live because of hanging out in your hammock or going to the baseball game or whatever it might be, we're here for you. So the list of free live events this month is short, but I don't want to lose sight of them because they're really good stuff.
They're really good. Yep. A lot of STEM programming this summer because I know many schools are looking at that STEM certification and getting a jump start on the STEM planning. That's a big initiative, as always, from the DOE. So we're really making some very thoughtful STEM work available.
And we're going to come back to that STEM topic in just a moment. But Lena, this summer, it's not just free events here at Keep Indiana Learning, which we do a lot of free, great work, but we do have a lot of paid events that we want to highlight this month. So you can get to these from our conferences and summits button on our website. And there's a very handy drop down there where you can see everything that is coming. So I want to start with the one that is next week, June 9th. Crazy, next week, June 9th.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
Yes, Transforming Literacy. This is an in-person event here on the northwest side of Indianapolis. Regional and national thought leaders on teaching literacy. There is still room available, and this is a very affordable event. So you can still register by going to our events calendar. This is going to be a great day, June 9th, here at the Pyramids.
Huge, huge. This one is really going to be a shift in a lot of perspectives. The amount of literacy work going in here is amazing. And then don't forget, oh, Marty, I am so excited for our conference. So this is an all digital, all virtual conference, June 14th and 15th. If you go to keepindianalearning.org/summer conference or click the big summer conference button at the top, we have the most amazing keynotes, featured presenters, practitioners from around the state of Indiana, thought leaders, national and local, that are coming to present to us virtually. So in your pocket, wherever you are, whenever you are. And there are only a couple that won't be recorded. So $25, 2 days, virtual. You want to make sure and plan to attend Nancy Fry, yes, of Visible Learning, the John Hattie research in the high impact strategies, teacher clarity playbook. She's coming to do a 60-minute day one and a 90-minute workshop day two, all virtual, not recorded. Make plans to attend those live. Also, Dr. Sonia Cherry Paul, who was the researcher adapter of Stamped for young people. She's going to talk about equity through book clubs and literacy. It's going to be so powerful. And again, her 60-minute on day two and her 90-minute deep dive workshop on day two, not recorded, live only. Make plans to be there for those, especially on the 2 days, June 14th and 15th. Now, the other ones, be there live, and that's going to be amazing, but also those will be recorded. So if there are 3 or 4 things all at the same time that you want to see, that's cool. Go to one, watch the others later. We'll have all the recordings up on our website probably a few days after the conference. Give us a moment to get those processed and up, but then all school year long, they'll be available to you. So that's worth the $25 just to be able to access all that content all year long. And I can't tell you how impressed I am with the caliber of presentations that we are going to have during those 2 days.
Yes.
Really.
So Lena, even if you only went to the sessions that weren't recorded, it's worth the $25.
Worth it.
So,
oh my gosh, hundreds of dollars typically to go and see Nancy Fry, and we're bringing her to you, $25. It's going to be so good.
Her to you, and you don't even have to go anywhere. So I mean, amazing. $25. Oh, and I guess.
Oh yeah, here's the list of all of those people that are our featured presenters. We've got depth of knowledge, we've got STEM, we've got equity and leadership and culture, setting the culture in your classroom, teacher retention strategies, how to maintain the progress that we're making as we're coming out of the pandemic. So many great topics.
Yes. Cannot go wrong. This is $25.
$25. It's the best $25 you'll spend all summer.
Totally.
I'll put my money on that.
So July 11th, speaking of STEM, like you said, this is a summer of a lot of STEM events. And this STEM boot camp, if you are thinking about STEM certification for your district or for your school, you want to be a part of this boot camp, because it's one day here in person, July 11th on the northwest side of Indy, but then there are virtual events around that, and then follow-up coaching sessions. So this is a great investment in your STEM certification process that you just want to be a part of. It's affordably priced, and just the support that goes along, because it's a process to be STEM
It is a
certified.
process. And if you brought your STEM team with you, you would be 90% of the way there to implementing that STEM certification process with the DOE. And they just updated it. And these are folks who have been involved in creating that updated STEM certification. So you'd want to hear it direct from them.
Yes. This is like getting feedback from your teacher who's going to grade your project in advance of the project. I mean, you want help.
You want to be here for this. Yeah, this is great.
This is awesome stuff, July 11th. And then here we go. Math. We haven't mentioned the word math the entire show, I don't think, but here it is. 2 math events, June 21st through the 23rd, IMLA, and then July 12th through the 14th, Project Impact. So you want to introduce our not quite
our
guest?
Resident math expert in math is Courtney Flessner, and she's going to share with us a little bit about both of these upcoming math events. Take it away, Courtney.
Hey everyone, my name is Courtney Flessner. I'm a professional learning specialist at Keep Indiana Learning, and I'm delighted to join today to talk a little bit about Indiana Math Leadership Academy and Project Impact. Indiana Math Leadership Academy is an opportunity for administrators or instructional leaders of any kind. So could be a coach, it could be a department head, it could be assistant principal, district administrator, whatever, to come together with teachers and learn about the teaching and learning of mathematics. This summer is going to be our 5th summer doing IMLA, and it has by far been one of my favorite things I have done in my career so far. The value of instructional leaders coming together with teachers to learn together, to truly understand why we want kids learning the math the way we want them learning math in our schools is incredibly valuable. So they learn about the 8 effective teaching practices. They learn about how to advocate for good math teaching. They learn about how adults learn. There are so many, they learn about how to be a leader in math, and they learn it all together so that when the time comes to create a vision and establish goals for the school, they have a solid foundation and really collaborate to make it happen. So on the 3rd day of our summer days together, that's exactly what they do. They create a vision statement, they establish goals, they come up with an action plan, and they make a plan for taking this back to their buildings and teaching their teachers what they've learned, and seeing the goals for the teaching of learning of math come to life. It is amazing listening to them when they come back at the end of the year. We see them 3 times throughout the year to do follow-up PD, to answer questions, to help them with their goals and action plans, make alterations, whatever it may be. And then at the end of the year, they share the impact that it made on their staff. And what we learn from them is amazing in terms of how much value they got out of participating in IMLA, what it did for their teachers, what it did for their schools, and just the overall engagement of math in their schools. So IMLA is really an incredible experience for everyone. And it's honestly amazing to be a part of it. This summer, we invited Mike Flynn, who runs the Math Leadership Institute at Mount Holyoke, to join us for the first day. And that is going to be a really cool contribution to the math educators that we have joining us from around the state, which includes Cheryl Stump from Ball State, Betsy Berry from Indiana, Purdue, or no, just Purdue Fort Wayne now, and Doris Moore from Southern Indiana, who will be joining us with Jessica Miller, Jeff Harker, Lori Ferry from Keep Indiana Learning, and it's going to be really dynamic. Project Impact is a new thing for me. I get to come together with my husband and math educator, Ryan Flessner, who's a professor at Butler. Impact stands for Enhancing Mathematical Practices Among Communities of Teachers. And the idea for impact, what makes it a little bit different from IMLA, is that pairs of teachers come together to learn together. So in this instance, the instructional leader, as defined by being a principal or a coach or whatever, is not necessarily a part of the process. It's just pairs of teachers, doesn't have to be the same grade level, come together, learning about the teaching and learning of mathematics, and really thinking about direct application to their classrooms. So in IMLA, they're thinking about application to schools and how to get teachers to work with their classrooms. In Project Impact, it's specific to their classroom teaching, the resources that they have in place, and how they plan for their daily math class. So the idea of adults learning together and having an accountability partner throughout the year is sort of what makes Project Impact really special. Again, it's 3 days in the summer and then 4 days throughout the course of the year, and then opportunity for coaching in between each of those days. So we're really, really, really excited about this, because in our work, both mine and Ryan's, we have seen the incredible value of teachers having someone to learn next to, and having somebody that's heard the exact same things, that can bounce ideas off of, really be a critical friend. And this is going to be amazing. It's our first year doing it in this way. It's something that we've thought a lot about over the years, and we decided to make it happen this year. And we're very, very excited about it. So 2 really cool opportunities for learning brought to you by Keep Indiana Learning this summer. I'm honestly so excited to be a part of it. I'm so excited of how many people have already signed up. And the teams of people that are willing to put forth the time to do extra learning is just going to be incredible for children in Indiana. So really looking forward to it. If you have any questions or thoughts or wonderings, don't hesitate to reach out to me, cflessner@ciesc.org, or hit me up on Twitter @cfless. And I would love to connect with you. Thank you.
I couldn't say anything better than Courtney Flessner when it comes to math and math instruction. Her enthusiasm for math makes me enthusiastic for math, and I'm a librarian, so that's pretty impressive.
Same. When I edit her blogs for the Homegrown blog, I just think I want to go try to teach math. I think I could, and I'm an ELA teacher. I know nothing about teaching math, but her passion and her enthusiasm and her instruction. And so to get to be a part of that with Impact sounds so amazing. And to partner with a fellow teacher and to go through that process through the school year, how powerful.
Seriously, and the math power couple of the Flessners is magic. Flessner squared is where you always want to be when you're talking about math instruction. So as we wrap up First Friday, Marty, as always, thank you for being with me today and sharing all of these amazing things with Keep Indiana Learning. For all of you out there, please like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter @KeepINLearning. We really appreciate when you share us with others so that more people can know about the great work that's going on, the free, amazing professional development created by Indiana educators for Indiana educators. And thank you again. We'll see you in July for our next First Friday.
Have a great one. Thank you.